Hi everyone, today we will discuss post-arrival to-dos. There are certain things that you are required to do after you have arrived in Germany. These are not related to your studies, but they are very important formalities and you have to do these at the earliest. So let's see what are they. So the very first and very important thing is to bring at least 2,000 to 3,000 euros in cash with you. And why do you need this? You will figure this out once we go through the points that are listed here on the slide. So the very first thing you are required to do is to find an accommodation. If you have got admission at a public university, then you should have already applied for accommodation soon after getting your admission letter from the university. And if you have already applied for it, go and visit the Studentenwerk of your university to get the accommodation or sign the contract of accommodation, which is called Mietvertrag. It's very important that you have this Mietvertrag or contract of accommodation as soon as possible, because all the next formalities that I have listed here, they all are dependent on your uh, accommodation, contract of accommodation. So consider this very, very important. It's the first step to complete all the formalities which we are going to discuss in the next steps. So once you have got this contract of accommodation or Mietvertrag, the next thing is to get yourself registered in the city. Now it is mandatory that you register yourself within 14 days of your arrival in Germany, and you can do this only if you have contract of accommodation or Mietvertrag in your hands. And how can you do the registration and where can you register yourself? You just Google the keyword Wohnsitzanmeldung in your city name. So you search for the Wohnsitzanmeldung in Essen, Munich, Düsseldorf, Frankfurt, or whatever city you are living in, and or whatever city you have the contract of accommodation. Therefore, search for this keyword, because in every city there can be different authorities which are responsible for the registration. Uh, it can be Rathaus, it can be Ausländerbehörde in some cities, or it can be Bürgeramt. So it's better that you search for Wohnsitzanmeldung in your city in Google, and then you will get the information how you can register yourself. In some cities, you can directly go to the office and get yourself registered. But in some cities, you have to get an appointment so that you can go and register yourself. After you have registered yourself, you will get a registration certificate from the office, and that is called an Anmeldebescheinigung. This Anmeldebescheinigung will be required for the next steps that are listed here. So the next step is to get a mandatory public health insurance. It's mandatory for all students to have public health insurance. Sometimes these public health insurance companies, they have offices in the university, so you can go to the university directly to their office, or you can see whatever office they have nearby, so that you can go and get your public health insurance. Most commonly, public health insurances are AOK or AOK in German language, or TK or TK. So you can get any of these. Both are getting one of these is mandatory. Now the next step is to get your bank account activated. If you have during the visa process, you must have got one Sperrkonto or blocked account. So if you have got this blocked account at a Deutsche Bank, then it will take around 2 weeks till you get all your bank account activated so that you can use your money or access your money. But if you have got this bank account at Fintiba or any other bank during your visa process, then it may take 1 month or 1.5 month to till you are able to access your money. And during this time, this 2,000 to 3,000 euros that you have brought in cash will help you to fulfill all your expenses. The next is step is to get yourself informed about how you can get the residence permit, because the visa that you have received from your home country, that is valid for 3, 4, 5 or 6 months, and it needs to be converted into residence permit after you have arrived in Germany. And you can simply search for either Ausländeramt in your city, Ausländeramt in Düsseldorf, Ausländeramt in Frankfurt, or whatever city you are living in. Or you can also, in some cities it is called Ausländeramt, in some cities it is called Ausländerbehörde. So I have mentioned both names. You can search through either of these names, and you will get to know that what is the process of getting your residence permit. Uh, in 99% of the cases, you are required to get an appointment, and it can be the case that you get an appointment after 4, 5 or 6 months. Uh, Therefore, it is very important that you complete all the above mentioned formalities so that you can get an appointment within the validity of your visa that you have received from your home country. Uh, so it's important that you complete all these formalities as soon as you arrive here. And as I said, the very first step is to search for the accommodation and get a Mietvertrag. That will be the starting point. And all the remaining steps are dependent on this. If you don't have the Mietvertrag, you are not able to complete the next list of your to-dos. So all the best. I hope this will help you in completing all your formalities. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video, and if you like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next videos. Thank you.